Well, let's talk to Delano D'Souza from our news desk about this story. He's with me here in the studio. So, Delano, what more do we know then about this trial?
Well, Nadia, back in 2023, we had a coalition from 29 states which essentially sued Meta for designing addictive features for kids. Four were selected to represent their claims today, which include California, Colorado, Kentucky, and New Jersey. Now, today we have jury selection, which begins. The trial actually gets underway on the 18th of August. Now, what prosecutors will be trying to do in federal court is to prove that Meta deliberately made Facebook and Instagram addictive for children. The states are accusing Meta of violating the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. This federal law, which was enacted back in the year 2000, intends to protect children under the age of 13 from being targeted by businesses operating online. States are demanding that Meta better prevent users under the age of 13 from using their platforms, as well as remove any data they have collected for these users who are underage. Now, Meta, for its part, has put out a statement through its spokesperson where it says it strongly disagrees with the allegations it's being accused of and is confident that in court the evidence will show that its commitment to supporting young people online.
And Delano, look, this isn't the first time that Meta has ended up in court. So just how big is this case?
That's right. Meta has already been convicted on similar grounds in separate trials in Los Angeles and in New Mexico, and those combined damages totaled $1 billion. And while this isn't the first lawsuit to hold a social media company accountable for mental health, it could become the most consequential. Now, in the past, Nadia, we had cases about the harmful impacts of social media, but those sort of tended to focus on the crossroads between technology and addiction. This time, the legal argument prosecutors are using focuses on business practices. Experts say this case could be a sort of a broader reckoning, and it will be interesting to see what Meta knew privately and what it disclosed publicly when its chief executive and founder, Mark Zuckerberg, takes the stand. Analysts have been drawing parallels to cases brought against big tobacco in the 1990s. Back then, we had decades of research which showed how tobacco firms deliberately downplayed or even concealed harmful impacts which their products had. In 1998, we had dozens of states in the United States which won a landmark settlement after suing four tobacco firms. And what happened is we saw financial penalties being paid, but also changes to the way cigarettes were marketed. When I was growing up, there were ads targeting young people with smoking. It was almost cool and hip to want to smoke. Now, in this case against Meta, the states are demanding a long list of changes to Meta's apps, but they're also seeking financial penalties worth 1.4, wait for this, trillion dollars. That is almost as much as Meta's market value itself, which hovers around 1.5 trillion. Now, regardless of how much money Meta will have to fork out if it loses this case, the bigger issue at hand would be the reputational damage the company would suffer.
All right, stakes huge then for Meta at the start of this trial. Thank you very much indeed, Delano D'Souza, for us there.